So sometimes it becomes very important that how you say something. So I was reading this book India After Gandhi by Ramachandra Guha, and I was reading the chapter Tribal Trouble. So while reading it, I came across this very interesting incident. So what happened that when British decided to depart from India and they acknowledged the right of self-determination of Indians. Then at that time, India was having many princely states, and there was a lot of frustration before the then leaders of Indian National Congress, uh, that how to unite India. And we all know that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel a very important role in united all princely states. But there were certain areas of India where tribal people were staying. For instance, the Lushai Hills, present day is Nagaland, and in these areas, these areas never witnessed any kind of independence movement. They never had civil disobedience movement, non-cooperation movement. So they were totally, uh, what we can say, away from the mainstream national independence movements. So the feeling of nationalism was not well sown into the people of Lushai Hills, that's the Naga people. So now it was a big issue for them that what they should do, whether they should join Indian Union or they should remain independent. So for that they created their own organization, NNC, that is National Naga Conference. But that in that organization there were two factions. One faction wanted that they should join India with autonomy, and one faction wanted, because Nagas were very brave people, very they were fearless. They had it was a kind of warrior tribe. So some people they you know this they wanted complete independence from India. But there was a faction who was little practical, pragmatic, and they told them that the Naga economy is not self-reliant economy. We are dependent on Indian main Indian land for many things like for salt. So this question was there. So many stakeholders were involved in wooing them to join Indian Union. So I'll tell you what happened. That one such person was the then Secretary of the Governor of Assam. So it's written here in page 264 that meanwhile the British Raj departed from New Delhi and the new Indian state began to consolidate itself. The Secretary to the Governor of Assam told the Nagas that they were too few to successfully rebel against a nation of 3 million. बहुत सही बात कही कि तुम बहुत थोड़े हो यार, 300 मिलियन का देश है ये हिंदुस्तान, इसके अगेंस्ट अगर तुम रेबल करोगे और इंडिपेंडेंस चाहोगे तो यू कैन नेवर गेट दैट. देन राइटिंग इन द नागा नेशन he related the story of the dog with a bone in his mouth who looked into the water to see a dog with a bigger bone staring back at him. He chased after Mirage, dropping and losing what he had, concluded the official. तो ये जो स्टोरी बताई यहाँ पे सेक्रेटरी ऑफ देन गवर्नर ऑफ असम कि देयर वाज अ डॉग. वी ऑल नो दैट स्टोरी ऑफ ग्रीडी डॉग. The story of the greedy dog is not we compare somebody with a greedy dog, so that person will not feel good. So what happened? So that official, he concluded that why lose the bone of autonomy. Indian Union जो उस टाइम पे देन पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू टोल्ड देम कि ठीक है आप एक काम करिए, आपको वी कैन नॉट गिव यू इंडिपेंडेंस बट वी कैन गिव यू ऑटोनमी. तो ये लिखते हैं सेक्रेटरी ऑफ देन गवर्नर ऑफ बंगाल कि वाई लूज द बोन ऑफ ऑटोनमी टू ट्राई टू गेट द बोन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस विच इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल टू गेट. सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड, सी this man was saying good thing, his advice was very good for the Nagas, but the way the advice was given, that was not taken well by the Naga people. Who Nagas, they were people, they were like Spartans, like with having high esteem, warrior. Once they had battled with the Britishers and that battle ended in a standstill. But British, it was such a big empire, but they were fighting to that empire. and they are fighting tooth and nail. So the people, the Naga people, they are having very high esteem. So the people who are proud about themselves, they are to be tackled in a way that their self-esteem is not hurt. But this story hurt their sentiments. So the parable, now I'm reading the book again. So the parable did not go down well with the educated Nagas. Bones, bones, remarked one angry NC member. Does he think that we are dogs? However, the same warning was issued in the more palatable form by Charles Passy. Charles Passy, the departing deputy commissioner and an official whom the Nagas both loved and admired. एक और चाल पासी थे, उन्होंने भी ये चीज़ नागास को समझाई, पर एक बड़े तरीके से, सही तरीके से. तो वो कहते हैं, he also wrote in the Naga Nation, Passy underlined that autonomy within the Indian Union was the more prudent course to follow. For independence will mean tribal warfare, no hospitals, no schools, no salt, no trade with plains, and general unhappiness. So autonomy with the Indian Union is a prudent way to do. ये चीज़ नागाज को समझ में आ गई. बट जो सेक्रेटरी ऑफ गवर्नर ऑफ असम ने उनको कहा था व्हेन दे वर कंपेयर टू अ डॉग, it offended them. So this is very important. Sometimes we should understand that with what kind of a people we are dealing with, and what should be our choice of word when we are representing, or when we are counseling them, or we are representing an idea to them, or we are advising them to do something. If we are persuading something to do something, then choice of words, how we are presenting ourselves to them is very important. Our words should be not very offending, to an extent that their sentiments are hurt. So this is what I found and I thought of sharing with you. Thank you.